So he just left.
Hey guys, it's your boy, Team Liquid doing a deck profile, and we got the original card guy, Michael State over here, and he top.
Free as fuck.
No.
Yeah, he's got
That guy's wearing a beanie, but we love him.
a beanie and a beanie.
Mark Wahlberg, everybody. But yeah. He played Traptrix Amazement, had a good match against him game 3. Yeah, I got destroyed. But it was very interesting, and tell us about your matchups and your deck, Mike.
So my whole wanting to play something like this is just, I wanted to do something outside of the box because I was playing Drytron ever since it came out, and it honestly got boring. So like, I just wanted to play something fun, and I wanted to play the Amazement cards. So I figured Traptrix would be the best way to experiment with the Amazement cards, and it just seemed the most consistent. My matchups were actually very, very all over the place, but my only loss was I lost to the Grand Magi guy, right?
Yeah, you got bodied by him.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so yeah, that was crazy. And then I played against Drytron, I played against Tri-Brigade, I played against a bunch of different decks, and I mean, the deck can compete, very, very much so. So if you guys ever have doubts, just check out the deck, play it, and give it a try. It's fucking amazing. Alright, so 3 Murmillo. My favorite one, just because it guarantees you an interruption for the opponent's turn. Nothing really to say about her. Definitely need as 3 of. 2 Mantis. This should be 3. I'm going to show you the other Traptrix I would cut. But this basically searches a monster, and its quick effect is cute when you're trying to reset. When you reset traps off of Dianea, and this bouncing into hand negates the banish effect at the end phase calls from Dianea. The card is all around really, really good. 2 Dianea. I only normal summon her like once or twice, but the main effect I use with her is when she special summons, she resets the trap hole. So that effect comes up quite a lot, and that's what honestly helped me most. Definitely 2 of. And this is the one that I would cut. What this does, it prevents your normal traps from being negated, and it can allow you to activate trap holes from your hand. So like, there's a cute little play where you can end on the New Link 2, this, and Mantis, and use 2 trap holes in the same, or 1 trap hole twice in the same turn. But it didn't come up enough, so this is definitely going to be the 3rd Mantis. And then one of the new one, she's basically an extender, and then if your back row is free, you can banish her to reset a trap hole. Just free value. Then the Amazement cards. I'm just playing 3 Arcolino. I do not like Comica because you want your normal summon to be a Traptrix monster 100% of the time. This card is just amazing. It reacts to a trap. It's a better multi-faker. It book moves monsters. It destroys cards all in once without restrictive like multi-faker. Card's phenomenal. And the extenders, 3 Parallel Exceed. I see some lists playing 2. I just don't think it's right because any Traptrix and this equals Rafflesia on 5th summon, so it allows you to keep playing the game, and even if you're fearing Nib. But like, it's just such a great extender. I would play no less than 3, in my honest opinion.
This deck profile was sponsored by Little Bites.
Now, best hand trap right now, in my honest opinion, 3D Shifter. This card you can draw going 1st or 2nd, and you can actually activate it. Usually against Try and Dry, they just pass their turn. And especially against the Invoke Dog decks, passes turn. It's a card that you can draw on your 1st turn, activate it, and then still combo. So their opponent is under macro, and you're still playing the game, and they have to interact with the trap cards while everything's banished. Card's phenomenal. That's it for the monsters. Only spells, 3 Prosperity.
$1,200. Flex.
The best spell card right now that I could play in this, definitely just Prosperity. It allows you to dig for 3 or 6. You can still special summon. It allows you to get your combo pieces like Brigandine and Exceed much easier. Speaking of, 3 Shade Brigandine. If you see this in a Traptrix, you're living the dream. This card is the best card to open with, other than Parallel Exceed, 100% of the time. And it triggers Arcolino. Same with this. What's Arcolino during the opponent's turn? Imperm Multi-Faker? No. Imperm Admin is much better, and just happy I'm able to utilize this in this deck. Trap hole ratio, 2 Gravedigger, 1 Floodgate. I would like to have played a 2nd Floodgate just so I have more trap hole options, but I just couldn't find the room. This card's unrealistic right now as well. And then the Amazement traps, 3 Horror House, and a Roller Coaster. Nothing really needed to say there. You can side one out depending on how you feel. Well, to equip to your opponent's monster, you search an Amazement monster and then send this to the graveyard. And then while this is equipped to a opponent's monster, it book moves that monster when you activate it. Don't need to play the cycle because you're not playing Comico, so you can't DD Crow something with the effect realistically. On the other traps, 3 strike, 2 torrential, and a order to round up 40 card main deck. Extra deck, we got 3 Sarah and 1 of the new one. This is an explanatory best link one, and my honest opinion, I think that has ever been printed. Just so much value on 1 card. And then this one, it allows me to do the Traptrix combo, but like her static effect, just being able to reset a trap hole after you use it for free once a turn is really good value, and it reborns Traptrix during the end phase. Very good card. Then other links, Link Spider. This is only here if you open Parallel Exceed and Shade Brigadine. This way you're able to at least still make Rafflesia.
We're getting Beirut.
Yeah. Phoenix, this is there. And this never came up, but in theory it's just better against Striker if I open Admin. I was trying to find one. If everybody looked on Facebook, I was asking for it every reware. So yeah.
Hit me up next time, I'll bring my ass.
One Rafflesia, Traptrix deck, do the math. This card barely came up. It's really only used as an extender to gain value late game. I usually just banish it off Prosperity. She's okay. Redoer, my favorite Exceed of the day. This is Dragoon out. It draws cards if you hit spells on your opponent's deck. Cards versatile. The trap effect, you detach a trap and it says place a face-up card your opponent controls to the top of the deck. Non-targeting, so yeah, that's Dragoon. Kinda crazy. Dweller, staple. Baguska actually comes up. This card is insane. Every time I summoned it, it definitely helped me win the game. Very, very good card. Zeus. No need to explain that. And then Utopia and Utopia Lightning. Card helps you. This gets around the Adignister link if they leave it at 4K. It outs everything. And even if like your opponent just sets an Alistair or sets a Shaddoll monster and passes, you just attack into it and then negate it essentially. Very, very good. Came out multiple times. And then the side deck. It's just a bunch of just staple cards, nothing spicy in here. 3 Droll against Ignister and the Drytron deck. 3 Bell, mainly for Tri-Brigade. 3 Cyclone and 3 Evenly for the back row decks, as well as Mystic Mind, because I literally cannot stand playing against that deck. And then 3 Anti-Spell for when I'm going first, trying to play around Lightning Storm.
Any shout-outs, Mr. Bling Bow?
Shout out to everybody in Orlando, the Orlando squad. Team versus gang. Shout out to my boy Victor who lent me the strikes and the Link Spider for the first interim of me playing the deck before I got the higher rarity ones. Shout out to my mother. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mom. And shout out to all my cool stuff people. This guy won. I'm so happy that he finally got his win.
Mr. Mark Walden.
Yeah.
The one only.
Yeah, and I really had a great experience playing something out of the norm, because you guys like know it's either I like trap decks or I like super heavy combo decks, and I haven't played a trap deck in a minute. And it was very fun for me, at least.
Alright, guys, it was a pleasure to have Mr. Bling Bow again on the channel. Till next time, guys. See you.